broadcast. Let me know if you get connected to it. Okay, so mute my microphone on the go to the party, mute me. Alright, so you're going to hear me like 15 seconds after, but anyway, a few like just fundamental things. I'm just kind of playing around with the goalie here offensively, but few fundamental things that you want to know is for example, there's zones in the defense. So this is the defense side. I can't really draw a line on here, but I can like make a imaginary line of of boxes here. So for example, I don't know what D you would like to play. This is for 6-on-6. 3-on-3 doesn't really work out like that. I guess it's a little bit different 3-on-3, but still kind of the same general concept. But anyway, the defensive zone, see I'm in the defensive zone over here. It is divided up into 5 different sections for each player. In general, that's where you want to stay at that position on defense. However, it can always change no matter like what you are doing with it. By the way, I just forgot that when you muted me in the party, you can't actually like talk to me as well when you do that, but that's fine. I'll just try to go over it all in this broadcast here, so that way you can understand all of the stuff. So anyway, all the zones, I'll go over each zone. So anyway, we should draw an imaginary line. I mean, it will kind of start happening as I just keep going back and forth right here. So an imaginary line splits the ice from here. Like, this is like the middle part, the face-off dots, right through the face-off dots. This is an imaginary line, just sideways. I'm trying to like make it a little bit darker. And then there's an imaginary line that goes straight up to the top, to the blue line, and straight up down and behind the net and back up. So got an imaginary line right there. We've cut it into 4 zones. So now that we have it cut into 4 zones, if we're playing 5-on-5 or 6-on-6, same thing, you'll have 2 defensemen and 3 forwards. So you've got the lefty takes this zone area right in here. That's the lefty's like general zone of like working. So like let's say the puck rolls behind the net over here, it would be the lefty to go and grab it behind the net, while the righty goes and covers the defensive spot for the lefty, and then the winger would then the winger that would be up here would then come in and help take the lefty spot, or cover like half and half. So then this side would be the right D, this whole area over here, right D zone over here. And then same thing applies. And then winger, right wing is this area right here where you would generally see me in, this whole area right here, which has to do with covering this point guy up here and making sure he doesn't get a shot on the net, which I barely am able to do a lot, but I do have a lot of good defense up here for me as a player. But the point guy, that's who the wingers are grabbing. And then over here, this is the left wing zone. And then you're also responsible for this point guy up here. And then you communicate with your teammates as they're coming around to go to the other side. And then all of a sudden another guy comes over here to try to get open. And then you communicate like, oh, switch. I go over to get this guy that's coming over here. The guy that's coming over here with the puck. Now the right wing defense is going to grab this one over here. So, bunch of stuff like that. That's like your general zones where you would be playing based on the position you would be in. But then you're just like, well, wait, there's one more position, center. How am I supposed to guard? Where's the center supposed to play? Because this is 4 different zones. Well, the center, there's going to be an imaginary dot on the goal line, like I can't put the puck there, but the goal line, like the actual goal line in the center of the goal on the red line would be an imaginary dot. Then another imaginary dot is this face-off dot. The other one is this face-off dot. And the last one is the very center of this blue line. It creates a diamond like this. It creates a diamond. So that is the center area. So the center overlaps all of these positions, and that allows the center of the ice to have the most protection in front of the puck, which is where it's needed, because the where you can score the most goals is when you're in the center in front of the ice. So and I'll explain that in a sec for why it's so important to cover the center than it is on the outside. Like getting these guys to the outside, sometimes you'll randomly get a random little whatever goal from way over here or something like that, and it's just like, yeah, that doesn't go in. Or like a goal from way over here, like those don't just go in. But like obviously you can't really be mad if they go over there because you played defense well. But anyway, defensive side, that's a good thing to just kind of like reference if you just have no idea where you're supposed to be and you're just wondering like where to go back to. Then just reference your positions wherever you need to go. Or if you're centering, just covering all of them. Whatever needs to be covered needs another guy on them. And I mean, the center can also help out and grab the puck in the boards with the defenseman as well. So that's a good defensive thing to like remember for like hockey. But another thing I wanted to go over for like just in general shooting would be I remember you took a shot from way over here, from way outside the net, which is good. Like, all shots are good. But if I stop my guy right here and I have the puck held out over here, let's say that's where you took the shot, and then we look, I don't think I can get a camera angle on it. Hold on, let me see if I can get an instant replay. This will really help you out. So if I get a camera angle on it right here, and I can't get the camera angle to like really come down on it, but if you literally put a camera right behind the puck, because that's where you're shooting it, that's the whole zone that you get to shoot it in the net. So if you look at the right and left crossbars, the ones that go up and down on the goal, that's the whole area you have to score from where the puck is right now. If I go over to, let's say, like even further over here, and then I pause it and go to the instant replay, and then I went up here, and then I look at the left and right bars from like right there, that's the whole area I've got. It's a little bit smaller, so the goalie doesn't have to cover as much. It's pretty small to be able to score in those two bars there. And if I go like all the way on the goal line, and then I pause it, go to instant replay, get all the way on the goal line, right there, you really have like barely any shot to score that puck, because that's all you have available to you to put that in the back of the net. And the last one that I did right before that, I was being kind of generous to give you some view for that. So like if I do this and I go into the instant replay, I could actually go, now that I don't have the boards blocking me, I can go straight up behind this puck and look straight at the net here. This whole area I have to score on the goalie. So the goalie has to make a movement when you shoot that puck to get to one of those areas on the goal to cover the puck whenever I got it shot. So he's only covering about 50-60% of the net, and I'm right in front of the net, and I could score in all of these areas right there. So like that, like this is a really good shot because you have so much area to be able to cover. And like even if I come over here, this is a good shot. Just anywhere in this whole box here, like there's a power play box that people are talking about sometimes. This whole like box here, this is the center. It's really good. If I go outside of it though, like I'm just outside of it, it's pretty hard. But I'm trying to get the puck far enough away from the board so I can see if I can actually get you a good angle here. You probably know what I'm talking about, but let's see if I can get it. I cannot get that thing down. I can get the angle. Nope. Well, you know what I'm talking about. If I could put the angle of the camera there, you would see that there's a lot less room for it to score. So, yes, there's that. Slap shots are always a good thing from the point whenever you're up there. Once you, for offensive things, just because I'm a very offensive player and I can really help you out offensively, slap shots are always a good thing from the point because those come a lot faster and they're a lot harder for a goalie to see. If you go anywhere above, that might even be pushing it a little bit. If you go anywhere above this little area here, you're pretty much you could get a slap shot off, but one, I doubt there's definitely going to be a bunch of people. If there wasn't enough people where you took the slap shot, there's definitely going to be way more people here that will make it pretty much impossible for you to take a shot here. Two, you're going to slowly cut the angle down from your shot anyway, unless you just know how to pick the corner or something. If you can, go right ahead. Slap shots are always a good thing to do. But then ways to score, depending on your stick side. A right-handed stick, you can score from, where when I come in on the right-hand side, I come in and I shoot it from, right here. That's where I end up releasing it, and it's right in front of the net. That's why it goes in so well. And the same with the other side. If I was the other side and I went to a lefty, boom, I could just go and kind of do that. But, I don't want to switch to a lefty like that. But the other one, there's some dangles that goes in a lot. That one's pretty hard. Probably shouldn't show you that today, maybe in a little bit. But a good breakaway shot, I know I was going to try to help you out with the breakaway. A good breakaway shot is to just go up and then quick cut out to the side. You didn't really see that there, but a go out, come in from the side, go out, and hold on, I totally messed that up. I wonder if you can see the sticks in the instant replay. Yes, you can. Okay, so what I do here for this breakaway shot, I'll come up and I'll come in at a kind of an angle at the goalie, and I'll quickly slow up, and that's what I did with my left stick. My left stick is the one on the left side. I'll quickly glide or slow up a little bit and quickly go out to the left side and then take the shot just instantly. Don't even hold the left stick out or the right stick out. Just take the shot, and it just comes on him so quick he doesn't have a chance to move for it. And this one actually goes in I've gotten it multiple times before. This goalie's on Superstar. So, and now I think I kind of he kind of knows what I'm doing, but there we go. Or maybe you can throw in a little that in there, kind of like that. This one goes in as well if you skate backwards with L2 coming across the middle. So you come across the middle, skate backwards, slap shot to the other side. The wraparound backhand goes in a lot. Same with the wraparound forehand. Oops, that one's supposed to go around the other way. It's the wraparound forehand. That goes in a lot, but this goalie is on Superstar again, and it'll be harder to score on this guy than it is to score on any of the other ones. This one is going to be hard to pull off if you're not a dangler, which, unless you want to be a dangler, let me know. I'll show you how to pull this one off. This one's actually really dirty and really cool. I can literally just do it all day long on him. But I'm not a dangler, so I can't pull that off. I've also got the snipe, which is pretty easy to do once you figure that down. You've also got this dangle, which is it's okay. It works sometimes, but it's kind of a glitch sometimes. That one would work as well if you're just coming in on the goalie and then just trying to throw it in. How to do this one? If you don't know how to do this one, because it's actually very easy. If you're it doesn't matter what stick side you are to do this. It's just hold it out to either the right or the left side. So you skate in, hold it out to the right or left side, and then literally do a dive. So hold it out to the right or left side, doesn't matter what you do. As long as you're moving and not going 0 miles an hour, you'll pull it off. So what you're doing is you just hold it out to one side and just keep holding it out to one side as you're gliding, and then dive. L1 and R1. Just press them both at the same time. Sometimes it doesn't work, but yeah, no, like, you can do this on that side, or if you want, just hold it out to the other side and do it to the other side, just like that. It doesn't matter. You can do it on either side, and it doesn't matter for stick-sidedness, whatever, to do that. But I think that's about it all to show you. You can also do this one, the snipe with a slap shot as well. But yeah, I can't think of anything else at the current moment right now. But yeah, I'm gonna stop this broadcast.